Aldis Hodge, come on out, followed by the man that I call the creative genius, showrunner and executive producer Ben Watkins, and then the man that I call the mad or crazy genius, James Patterson, author and executive producer. So we're really lucky because you have been working relentlessly with interviews and sort of promoting this, but I don't think, this is the first time I think I've seen James, right? We're
right.
Lucky to have you here.
I'm sneaky, absolutely.
You are, we truly appreciate it. So let me sort of take it back, I'm gonna start with you, James, and take it back to the beginning when you started to write these Alex Cross books and you were thinking about the character.
Yeah. First 60 pages, it was a woman.
It was a woman.
Alexis, yeah. Weird, but and I said, no, that won't be good for Alice.
You can revisit that.
I'm just over the moon here. Life is simple. The film is the film. You just watched it, man. It's great, right?
Yeah. So then I'll just ask you the obligatory question. Clearly, we've seen Alex Cross before on film.
Mm-hmm.
There have been a couple of movies. I know that they're all your children and you love them equally. That being said, get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Be
careful with this question, girl.
How do you feel about this interpretation?
It's great. We were talking backstage, and you take something. I took it as far as I could take it, and there's a lot of pace to the Cross novels. There's depth to this that I love. There's depth that's not in the novels, and that's a combination of what Ben has done and also what Aldis has done. And it's just, you watch a lot of film and the actor's sort of going through the motions. They're reading the script, whatever. You see in scenes he's going 3 or 4 different ways, and that's art. That's like spectacular.
Yeah. James, I'm going to show you something you say that because I felt the same way. I felt that, so Cross he's super smart. And often in these sort of films, right, when you have a character that's super smart, they're two-dimensional. Like they've got to be like kind of slightly on the spectrum and they can't have personal relationships, but they've got this brain that doesn't stop working. And Cross is brilliant, but he's also in a healthy relationship and dealing with grief in a healthy way. It's not easy. There were just so many facets to him. I want to ask you about your thought process when you were thinking about bringing this character to life.
Certainly. What's happening, y'all? Really appreciate y'all coming out. Thank you for giving us your time. So the thing that drew me to the character was the fact that he was so multidimensional, and I felt like we got to see a 360-degree whole human being, not a caricature of or an idea of something or someone. We saw honesty, and I attribute that to this brother right here, because Ben is a genius. I'm gonna tell you, I read about 15, 20 pages of the script, and I put it down, and I called my team, and I was like, look, I need to meet this brother. Where we going? Because as a performer, you want to know that there is a degree of depth where you can continually explore and go to work and elevate, meet and match your potential, and then the next day, the next scene, the next script, you're going beyond said potential, right? So I knew that I would never be dissatisfied in that area there. I was always going to be curious, and my curiosity was always going to be answered and addressed with this character. And because I was so excited about it, and I knew that this is something I would love to watch myself, I felt really ambitious for how we were able to deliver this piece of work to our audience, because I'm excited for y'all.
About the characters, and then it gets really good.
Layers.
Yeah, there are so many layers.
You think you know?
There's layers to this. So Ben, I want to ask you, why did you want to take another kick at the can with Cross? Why did you think that this now was the time to bring Cross back?
felt like, how many opportunities will you have to write a detective?
A sick person. Here's the funny thing about Hollywood. No, the famous Hollywood person said, all great stories start with a great villain. You know who said that? Walt Disney. It's true. It's true. And there's a great villain in this. Actually, a couple of villains, but one really great one. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm gonna ask you. I mean,
No, that's on Ben though. That's on. He's the sick one.
I was just, I read enough books and I got inspired. No, you know, that was one of the areas, one of the most important parts of developing this early on was conversations I was having with James.
Because I need to let the people know.
Can you take a selfie with my phone?
Girl, whatever stuff you need. All right, so I'm out here with my boys. See what I'm saying? We got Ben, we got James, and look at the people in the room. Now, prime time just went off. Did y'all have a good time? Did we give you what you needed? What day do we come out? Y'all gonna be there? I love y'all, man. Thank you.